Hey guys, it's Billy. So before we move on with this video today, I just want to apologise for my video being a bit late, but it's being done now, so I guess that's all that matters. So I was going to do a video on my diabetes again today, but I feel like there has been not much change since my last video dealing with diabetes. However, I am trying to still balance out my insulin with my sugar levels still going up and down, but I think that's all the information I have on that today, because the information I would have put out today is just the same as the information I would have put in my last video, so there's no point in having two videos with the same information. However, I did want to tell you a little story on my sleep paralysis slash out of body experience. A lot of you would have known a few years ago, I lived as a female known as Crystal, and I had this one stressful moment. Well, I had a lot of stressful moments in my life, but there was this one stressful moment, kind of depressed moment during Crystal that caused me to have this sleep paralysis slash out of body experience, so anyways, what happened was, I had went to bed one night, and I went to sleep peacefully, and I woke up all of a sudden, and I was just sitting up in bed like this, and I just had this overwhelming feeling of strangeness, if you will, because I felt weird and I felt strange, and I felt this weird tightness on my chest, and then I was just panicking. I was looking around the room, and I was like, why can't I move? And I was pulling myself to the right side of the bed, trying to move to see if I could get out of the bed. I was pulling myself to the right, and I was pulling myself to the left, and I couldn't move. And then I realized I was paralyzed from the waist down, and that made me freak out even more, and the tightness in my chest got tighter and tighter and tighter, and I was really panicking, and I was really scared. Actually, I was terrified because I didn't know what was going on. I was like, why, this has never happened to me before, why is this happening now? And so I was really freaking out, and I don't know what made me turn all the way around, but I did, and I looked down and I saw myself sleeping, or unconscious, if you will, and so I freaked out even more, and I felt like my chest, at that time, I think because I panicked even more, I felt like my chest was being crushed, and I felt like hands were around my throat strangling me at the same time, and obviously when I looked around I didn't see anyone with hands on my throat, but I felt like I was being strangled. And so I'm sitting up like this, and I can't move, and I'm panicking, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why can't I move? Somebody please help me. And all of a sudden I saw this shadow. I think it was a cloak. I didn't see a face or anything, but it was I saw the shape of the head and the shoulders, and I just saw the cloak just swooping. I just saw them swoop at the bottom of my bed, and I freaked because I was like, oh my god, someone's in my house, I'm going to die, they're going to kill me, and I can't even wake myself up because I'm sitting here half out my body, and I can't do anything, and if I get killed, that will bring me gone for good. And I was freaking about everything, and I don't know how it happened, but I bounced so hard back into my body, and then I bounced straight back up, and I was gasping for air. I was like, oh my god, what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? And the first thing I did was move my legs. I was bending my legs, so to see if I was able to move, because I freaked out, and I was like, what if I still can't move? So I did check, and I was able to move my legs fine. I got up and I checked every room in the house. No one was there. No one had broken in. No one had kicked my door in, and I actually sighed with relief. But I didn't jump out. I didn't jump out the bed straight away. obviously because I was too busy trying to get my breath back. I'd been gasping for breath, like someone was actually strangling me while this was all going on, while I was out my body. Um, and it was like the worst thing I'd ever experienced in my life. You know, it was terrifying. And a lot of people out there will say, yeah, when people have sleep paralysis, usually when they're lying down in bed and only their eyes move because you're still aware of what's going on, but you can't move. And maybe that's right. Maybe it was just an out of body experience, but I've never heard anyone's story of an out of body experience saying they felt the strangulation on their neck and seeing shadow people. I've only ever heard of the strangulation and shadow people and tightness of the chest through sleep paralysis. But I did read up on out of body experience, and it did say you can get the tightness of the chest as well. So that's why I kind of think it was like 50-50, like 50% sleep paralysis, 50% out of body experiences, because I felt the strangulation and I felt like someone was literally sitting on my chest, crushing my chest, and while strangling me at the same time. And I saw that shadow person, and that just freaked me right out. But if any of you guys out there have any thoughts on what my experience could be, if it was maybe one or the other, or maybe I did possibly experience two at the same time, I'd like to hear your thoughts on that in the comments below. If any of you guys out there have had experiences with out of body experience or sleep paralysis experience, you could also leave that in the comments below. I would love to hear your stories, or read your stories rather. So on that note, before we close this video, I want to give a couple of shout outs. I want to say hi to my friend Dan Adamson. Hi Dan, for being my long-time friend and for becoming a subscriber to my YouTube channel. And I also want to say a hello to my two new friends. I give a big shout out to them for becoming my Facebook friends, and my new subscribers on YouTube is Natalie J. Jensen and Natalie Wilson. Hi girls, big shout out to you two. Thanks for becoming my Facebook friends, and thanks for becoming my subscribers to my channel. I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate all the nice comments you give me on Facebook and that. I really appreciate that with my heart. I just want to say before I go also, I just want to say thank you to the people who have left comments in the diabetes videos. I loved reading your comments and your what you've told me in the comments. I found them very informative, so thank you for that, and I hope you stay well with your diabetes, and I hope you're coping with it as well as I am at the moment, as well as you can do. So yeah, so I think that's about it for today. So I hope you enjoyed my story of sleep paralysis, or rather my experience on sleep paralysis and out of body experience. So if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and click that notifications bell, I'd really appreciate that. But until my next video, you guys stay beautiful, take care and stay healthy. Bye.